biggest events over here, in the United Kingdom, and is loved now universally around the world, is the Eurovision Song Contest. For many years, it was laughed at, derided at, of course, because we didn't do particularly well. In fact, if you cite the things that did well at the Eurovision Song Contest, we didn't even win. But of course, if you think of the early 70s, it was ABBA with Waterloo. And who could not forget, of course, the brilliant Bucks Fizz, who got us finally noticed with that cracking ditty, Making Your Mind Up. But of course, as the programme and the competition has really elevated itself, and it literally is a must-watch, so to many countries around the world, and brings a lot of cheer and a lot of joy, you can understand why this particular programme finally had to have some royal association. But it was something that literally left Meghan Markle, quite frankly, fuming. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, nice to have your company. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, I hope you're keeping safe and well, whatever you're doing. I love the fact a lot of you have told me you've not started your Christmas shopping yet. That makes me feel a bit better. No, don't get me too much. No, vouchers is fine. Do you remember when you got vouchers as paper vouchers? Now they're all digital, and you've no idea how many you've got left. Yes, if you lose the receipt, oh, it's a nightmare, isn't it? They don't want to know you, do they? And when you give the card, have you seen that sneering look they give you as a gift card, and you think, yes, I do have friends and occasionally they do give you things. You got any? I know, why are they like that, these people? You know what I mean? I loved it before when you had paper stuff. Well, yes, you agree with me, don't you? Looked like you got money then, didn't it? Yes. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. Fascinating this because, as I say, cast your mind back to the great event in May of this year, the Eurovision Song Contest, and quite literally, the beautiful Catherine, the Princess of Wales, stunned because nobody knew this was happening. Filmed in the elegance of Windsor Castle, once again, Catherine took to the keys, quite frankly, to show off her brilliant piano playing. She's fabulous. I can barely play a few chords. There you go. I thought she looked beautifully stunning in this particular clip. But according to a very well-placed source, and one that's not necessarily been recorded in that latest tune, this literally sent Meghan into meltdown. You see, Catherine had already debuted her wonderful accompanying skills alongside that carol concert, remember that? With that beautiful rendition of the singer. And, it really did stun people around the world. Of course, she's very accomplished in many things. Now, we don't really know Meghan's talents, that's the problem. But according to that well-placed source, and as ever, as I say, we have to say allegedly, Meghan was seething because once again, this put the spotlight well and truly on Catherine, not just as a beautiful princess, quite literally, of the British monarchy, but also someone who could really connect with people. This came hot on the heels, of course, after Harry and Meghan had been revealed to be only doing 1 hour a week of their charitable foundation work. Now, you see, the problem for Meghan is this. Each and simply every time, you can't battle this sort of stuff. And I'm being serious now. Meghan can only troll up and down the red carpet of variety being hoofed off and pushed along so many times. You can only talk about being 43% Nigerian so many times. What you have to do is have some substance and want to get involved in things. It's no use lecturing people about the world of social media in designer outfits and designer heels and zipping off. It doesn't resonate. What resonated was this. This was a global audience seeing that the Princess of Wales was getting behind the British entry of this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Sadly, we didn't do particularly well. That wasn't Catherine's fault, that was our entry's fault. But over in Montecito, quite frankly, Meghan had a meltdown. And when you watch it again, you can 100% see why. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.